This week, I'm rechristening my weekly budget update as the Weekly Reel because I always share my real budget, my real numbers, my real struggles, and my real triumphs with you. Are you ready? Let's go! Hey, welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and around here we talk about household budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals. So if any of those sound like something that you vibe with, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below, because I would love to hear from you. We're here for the weekly reel, and we're going to start like we usually do with the cash dump. This is where I take any leftover money from my weekly allowance that I give myself, and I put it toward my special events fund. So I give myself $50 a week in cash, and this week I spent only $5, and that was for a housekeeping tip for my hotel stay down in Portland for FinCon. So I should have $45 left over, 20, 45, and I do. So I'm going to put this into this pouch, and this is the monthly accumulation of money that I am putting toward my my special event fund. So that includes things like birthdays, holidays, any special occasions like a baby shower or a wedding shower or anything like that. So adding in the $45 brings me to a total of 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 95. And it's high because I think this is the money that came out of the Letterbucks challenge, so that will be going into the envelope at the end of the month. But for now, it's going to go, oops, not in there. It's going to go in here. So that is safe. I don't have any change this week. I didn't have any last week either, and it might be a while before I have any of that. So for next week, I am going to take out another $50. And truth be told, this may not be enough. I have my boss coming into town for 3 days, so I will be going to the office for 3 days, and I will need lunches for all 3 days. So I might burn through all of it, but we'll see. So this is going to go into here. The 20s in the front and the 5s in the back. And now I am all set for next week. And my budget weeks, if you're new, run from Friday through Thursday. So I'm filming this on Thursday night. This is for Friday the 19th through the 25th. Okay, so that is the cash dump done. Now let's get into the budget, and I will tell you exactly what happened this week. So I'm going to start off on the budget overview page like I usually do. And this is in the wrong spot. So let me stick this back where it's supposed to go, which is here. Like I say, when it's real, even when I put things in the wrong spot. All right, so let's go to the budget overview. No income this week. I had paycheck one last week. Technically, it came in this week, but I just recorded it last week because I filmed my budget update late last week because I was out of town. In terms of bills, I did put $50 more on my Orca card. This is for not only the trips to the office next week, but I'm hoping this will last me through October as well. I will release my October budget video this weekend, and I'm not going to plan on putting any money toward Orca for that. Orca is the regional transit pass, and so I use this on a per trip basis. I don't usually buy a pass, but that way anytime I need to ride transit, it just comes out of the wallet that's on the card. Okay, and then the other thing that came out this week was LabCorp, so that was that $82 for some labs that I had done. And then I had another one today, and I paid it just there because it was only $8 and change, so I didn't budget for it, but I can absorb $9. Wallet spending, $312. I will show you how this, $312.05. So I will show you exactly how this shook out when we get to the expense tracker later on. For stockpiles, I put $557 toward the big move. This is money from Ready Budget Game, which is on Mondays, and from the Savings Challenge books on Wednesdays. So this Wednesday, I did $100 or thereabouts into Happy Hallowealth. I finished The Life of a Creator, which was $249, and I put $100 into the Paint by Sticker book, which I do for my Why I Budget story time. And then there was also $105 from Ready Budget Game from Monday. So all told, that was $557 going to the big move. And I got a question about this week. So the big move is my plan to move to another state at some point in 2026, ideally. I think I need about $15,000 to accomplish that. So I'm saving as fast as I can so that I can make that dream come true. Okay, so that's it for this sheet for this week. So now let's go over to the cash flow tracker. And I had 4 transactions this week. I had 3 credit card payments, and then I had the transfer to my high yield savings account for the big move. That was the $557. The Fed did adjust interest rates today, so I expect that my interest rate on this account will go lower. So I am now shopping for a new account. So currently I'm with Wealthfront, and they've been very good to me, but they are also really quick to lower interest rates when the Fed lowers theirs. And so I have a feeling this rate cut is coming, and I'm looking to see if I can get a better yield elsewhere. All right. So then let's talk about expenses, because I did go over. This does not include any expenses related to FinCon. Those all go into my business account. Currently, I don't share those numbers, but my hope is that someday I will. I am on the cusp of becoming cash flow positive, and once I click over into that, then I will attempt to share those numbers once I have kind of all my accounting set up to do it. Okay, so this week I spent on DoorDash a couple times for sheer convenience. So the 13th was when I flew home from Portland, and I didn't have any groceries, and I wasn't really in the mood to go to the store or get a grocery delivery, so I just got DoorDash. And then the next day, I did get Costco, $168.70. And this is high because I kind of let everything run out, so I needed to replenish. DoorDash again on the 17th. This was just me being lazy, not wanting to cook. The 18th today, I went to Whole Foods, and this was kind of out of convenience. I was in the neighborhood, and so I just popped in because I can't really resist their cinnamon rolls. So they're expensive. It's $10 for 4 of them, but they are worth every penny. So I didn't just buy cinnamon rolls. I also bought something for dinner and something else. I can't remember what. But at any rate, $33.46. And then weekly cash spent, I always record the full $50 because that's part of what I budget for my wallet spend each week. So even though I only spent $5, I'm still recording it as $50 as cash out the door. So that is it for the weekly update. So now let's talk about savings. And I think it's right before the Roth IRA. Yeah. Okay. So we are on the cusp of 600 subscribers. As of when I'm recording this, we've got about 4 more left to go. When I hit 600, I will color in this circle and put another $50 toward the big move. This money comes out of my Etsy earnings, so I always have some kind of squirreled away in a different account, and I move it over to the big move when I hit another milestone. And every 10 subscribers is one of these milestones. So no change here for this week, but we can talk about the books. And I did contribute the $557, as I mentioned, so that is now in the account, and that brought it over $2,000 for just doing Savings Challenge books after 5 weeks. Now, I had planned on saving $300 a week, and I'm a little bit over that because I was working on finishing The Life of a Creator, and I also started Happy Hallowealth. I started Happy Hallowealth before I finished The Life of a Creator just because I want to finish Happy Hallowealth by the time that Halloween is here. So in order to do that, I needed to start it early. So I had the money in my budget to accommodate the higher savings. So that is why these numbers are bigger, and I'm moving toward my goals that much quicker. So that is it for the weekly update. I have a few programming notes to share. So this weekend, I will have 2 new videos for you. On Saturday, you should be seeing a FinCon wrap-up video coming out. It was an incredibly worthwhile experience. I strongly recommend it. I am booking my ticket for next year already. The next year will be in Palm Springs, California, and it's toward the end of September. So I highly recommend going if you are in the budgeting community or anything to do with money. You do not have to be a super money savvy Wall Street type. You don't have to have your own channel. You don't have to have any kind of finance business or a finance career, you will get value out of this conference. It is for creators, but I think anyone who is interested in bettering their financial position would benefit from it. From talking with the people who are there, both the vendors and the other attendees, I just can't say enough good things about it. So more on that will be coming out on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I will be sharing my October budget, which I still have to put together. So I'll be working on that Friday and Saturday, and then sharing that with you on Sunday. And then I'll be here again on Monday for Ready Budget Game, and Wednesday for the Savings Challenge books. And then right back here at the end of next week for another episode of the Weekly Reel. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below so I know you were here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be one of the almost 600. And until I see you in the next one, take care.